Welcome backstage to the Pearl at the Palms. I'm Megan O'Leary here for the UFC Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and this year's class is so well-deserving. All of them had a great influence on the world of mixed martial arts and the UFC.
This year, and in addition to the now traditional trophy, the UFC Hall of Fame has inaugurated an official UFC Hall of Fame jacket. This soon-to-be iconic black jacket is custom-made by Haga, the same company who tailors for the Hockey Hall of Fame, the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame, and for the last 40 years, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Not only will tonight's class of 2018 and future classes receive a custom jacket, but every UFC Hall of Famer, dating back to our first inductees, Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock, will receive their jacket in the coming weeks.
Estou muito feliz com esse prêmio da luta do Hall da Fama. Com certeza é um lindo troféu que eu vou levar para o resto da minha vida. É uma coisa que eu vou colocar num lugar na minha casa especial.
To be honest though, I really, fight night, I didn't think that this fight was exciting as it was. You know, but then I went over to the press conference and Dana and all the reporters were talking about how exciting the fight was and how it should be fight of the year, fight of the century was being talked about as well. So I said two things, or thought about two things. That one, I should probably go home and take a look at and see what all the hype was about. You know, and two, maybe I should probably keep that opinion to myself, at least until after Dana handed out the Fight of the Night award bonus check.
My name is Tyler Connell, and I was Bruce's eldest son. My mother, brother, sister, and I have been overwhelmed by the support that UFC and all of MMA, along with our family and friends, have shown for us over the past few months. I know that many of Bruce's colleagues and friends are here tonight, and that many more are hearing Bruce Connell for the first time. So I kind of just want to give you an idea as to who he was. Bruce worked on the UFC live broadcast from 1997 until his sudden passing earlier this year. His two greatest passions were broadcast television and his family, two worlds which for him were actually one and the same. For 21 years, his mission was to bring the excitement of this visceral sport to everyone at home watching. He and the team that he built and protected made constant improvements to the UFC format. Some of them involved introducing sophisticated technology, but most were tediously perfected over weeks and months of hard work. It all added up to the magical product that everyone here will see Saturday night.
You know, fighting has always been a big part of my life. And I wrote that before last night, by the way. I wrote that a while ago. My high school in Long Island was directly across the street. East Meadow High School was directly across the street from the Nassau County Jail. And my vice principal, Mr. Popelka, it's a fun name to say, Mr. Popelka would open it was like it was yesterday, it was over 20 years ago, but he would pull up the shades and go, Mr. Serra, that's where your fists are gonna take you. That's where you, Mr. Serra, do you see across the street to the thing with the barbed wire? All I gotta say is wrong, Popelka. I don't think so. I'm in the UFC Hall of Fame. You serious? Listen to Mr. Serra, not Mr. Popelka, because you don't know where your fist will take you, is what I'm trying to say, people. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I finally made it. Finally made it. I'm officially a UFC Hall of Famer. And I've obviously got to thank the UFC for the honor. They told me to say this next thing, that the UFC Hall of Fame is the biggest award and tribute in our sport. That's what they told me to say. But I'm gonna add this. It does mean a lot. It really does. And look, it even happened at the right time. I've been around a long time in this business, and I can certainly appreciate a little bit of the symbolism of being inducted during the UFC's 25th year. Because 25 years ago, that first UFC happened. Denver, Colorado, McNichol Sports Arena, Friday night, November 12th, 1993. Yeah, but I gotta tell you something. Royce Gracie that night won an 8-man tournament. That Royce Gracie, God bless. And I gotta tell you that really, that the martial arts were changed forever.
From the bottom, not just of my heart, but my soul, my toes, my entire being, I want to thank you. For the first decade of my athletic career, I was at the pinnacle of athletic accomplishment, and no one seemed to care, and nothing changed. And then you came along. The only reason why anything that I ever did had any effect on the world was because you took the time and let it affect you. Words will never express how humbled I am that you gave me the honor of being the person that made all of this possible. I am not the first person who had the ability to do this, but I am here because I am the first person you took the time to watch. That you put the energy into supporting. Because of you, I am the first woman standing up here accepting this incredible honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, one final time, the Hall of Fame class of 2018, Hendo versus Shogun, Bruce Connell, Matt Serra, Art Davie, and Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
What an incredibly deserving group of individuals. Congratulations to everyone who was inducted this year into the UFC Hall of Fame. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for the Ultimate Fighter finale right here at the Pearl at the Palms. And for everything you need to know about this entire fight week, keep on checking UFC.com.